you the latest stories making headlines around Johannesburg and the student community. Let's get straight into our top stories. Johannesburg's ongoing water crisis continues to leave thousands without reliable supply, and students say they are among the hardest hit. Residents in Braamfontein, Hillbrow, and Auckland Park have experienced frequent water cuts over the past few weeks due to blast pipes and maintenance delays. At Wits University, the IIE Rosebank College, and the University of Johannesburg, students are battling to maintain hygiene and daily routines. Johannesburg Water says the crisis is caused by pressure drops and aging infrastructure, but many believe poor planning is to blame. In response, Johannesburg Water says technicians are working around the clock to repair leaks and stabilize the network. The utility has also deployed mobile tankers to some affected areas, but many residents say supply remains inconsistent. Campus health officials have warned that limited water access could affect student well-being, particularly during exam season. Johannesburg Water urged residents to use water sparingly while repairs continue. Students are calling for faster interventions before the situation worsens. Looking at our second story, soaring transport costs are forcing Johannesburg students to rethink how they get to campus, with many saying the financial pressure is becoming unbearable. The latest fuel price hike has driven up taxi fares across the city by nearly 15%, directly affecting students who travel daily from townships such as Soweto, Alexandra, and Tembisa. Many rely on the National Student Financial Aid Scheme for living allowances, but students say the stipend no longer stretches far enough to cover transport, meals, and rent. The South African National Taxi Council confirmed that fare adjustments were inevitable due to the rising cost of fuel and vehicle maintenance. However, the council said it is exploring discounted rates for students in partnership with universities. The SLC leaders at Wits, IIE Rosebank College, and UJ have also stepped in, petitioning the Department of Transport to implement student travel cards or subsidiaries bus routines similar to system used in Cape Town and Durban. Financial experts warn that if commuting remains unaffordable, attendance rates could drop partially, and particularly among students from low-income households. Meanwhile, some universities are reviewing shuttle services between residents and campuses to ease the burden. The Department of Transport says consultations are underway, but for now, students continue to juggle academic priorities against the rising cost of simply getting to class. Looking at our third story, Johannesburg's inner-city student housing crisis is worsening, with overcrowded rooms, unsafe conditions, and soaring rent putting pressure on young tenants. Braamfontein, once a vibrant student hub, now faces growing tension between affordability and safety. A surge in demand for accommodation near major institutions like IIE Rosebank College, Wits University, and the University of Johannesburg has outpaced supply, pushing rental prices by almost 30% in 2 years. Students say they are forced into cramped, deteriorating buildings while still paying thousands of rands monthly. Private landlords urge that maintenance costs and property taxes have increased, justifying higher rents, but activists said the sector is poorly regulated and exploits students desperate for household close to campus. A recent expansion by the City of Johannesburg's Household Department found that nearly half of private student buildings in Braamfontein failed to meet safety and hygiene standards. Experts warn that overcrowding and poor living conditions can negatively affect mental health and academic performances. The city has pledged to accelerate the accreditation of safe student residents and encourage affordable developments, But for many, the dream of comfortable, affordable accommodation in Braamfontein remains far from reality. Turning to your weather, Johannesburg is partly cloudy with a high of 24 degrees Celsius. Light weathers are expected later this evening. Tomorrow, expect warmer conditions with temperatures reaching 27 degrees. Remember to stay hydrated and keep an eye on water-saving notices from Johannesburg Water. Power Road and Jan Smart Avenue heading towards the M1 South. Expect delays around Park Station due to taxi congestion. Metro Police advising motorists to use alternative routes and remain patient during the evening rush. Rea Vaya buses are running, though some delays are reported due to ongoing roadworks in Braamfontein. And that's all from the Braamfontein Beat FM News Bulletin. To recap, the city's water shortages persist, students face growing transport costs, and accommodation issues continue to strain campus life. Braamfontein Beat FM for more updates, interviews, and stories that matter to you, your campus, your city, your voice.